Do you feel bored with your spirituality? Snooze fest. It's just so uninspiring. You feel chirping in the background. I got some things I want to share about that. I'll catch you on the other side. Hey, my name is Cheryl Reynolds. I'm a holistic spiritual coach and anxiety release specialist, and I help spiritual women over 40 release unhelpful anxiety and find some inner peace. And before I begin and I tell you all about this topic, I want to let you know that I have a resource for you. It is called the Rapid Reset Inner Peace Pack, and it is a 22-page PDF jam-packed with wonderful ways to help you dial down your anxiety and help you to spark a little bit of fun on your spiritual path. Grab that resource below. It's in the comment section, and I put it in the show notes. So let me get started. Before I begin again, number two, don't forget to like and subscribe. And one more thing. Do you have your coffee? Because I'm ready to go. Okay. Spiritual boredom. Um, Oftentimes, as we're moving along in our spiritual journey, we hit plateaus and we hit these aha moments and these inspirational moments. But just on the other end of the spectrum, we also sometimes feel a little disconnected. And that disconnection can sometimes present itself as boredom, where we're just bored. Nothing is lighting us up. Nothing is exciting. Everything is just boring. Uh, your anxiety can cause that because it does help to disconnect you from your spirituality. But even if we put our anxiety aside and we're just plain bored, now we all have the attention span of a rabbit, right? So we we don't hold our attention for long. And if you think about it, spirituality is a long game. You're in it for the long haul. And maybe you've been doing the same thing over and over again. And what is that? That is a sign of insanity. So what I would say is you got to find some ways to inject something different into your spirituality. Maybe you're going to a community center, you're going to a church, maybe try a different one. Listen to somebody else. Try some things that kind of kick you outside of your comfort zone in your box. Maybe read a different kind of book, something you would never expect to read. Maybe you should just take a break and just let yourself kind of go back to being the mundane person you are, because you are human. And although we're spiritual people in a human body, we are human. And sometimes we just need a break, and that's okay. Take your break. But if you're like me, and I went through this years ago, and I was even running a group, and still my spirituality was just, I really had a hard time coming up with any kind of, you know, meditations and ceremonies. I just couldn't get it out because I was bored. I was just over it. My brain was just like shutting off from it. And it's tough because you feel disconnected, you feel pulled away. And nobody likes that. I mean, that's not fun. So let me give you something I want you to try. This is a trick. And this can kind of help to spark a little bit of excitement in your spirituality. I need a sip here. Take a moment and, get yourself your favorite rock or crystal that helps you to access past memories. You can use a quartz crystal, you can use an amethyst. I like an amethyst. I even have one over there actually. And just sit down with light your candle, and for a few moments, just allow yourself to spiral back into your past memory and go all the way back to when you first begin on your spiritual path. That moment where you had an experience of being completely connected to the divine, to the universe, to the gods, goddesses, whatever you want to call them. And just allow yourself to slip into that moment. Kind of wear it. Remember how you felt. What did you see? What did you feel? How excited were you? Sometimes going back and reminding ourselves of where we were and what we've gone through and where we started can kick up some nostalgia. And when we kick up nostalgia, a few things happen. What we're doing is we're taking that emotional state and we're mixing it with the emotional state we're in now. We almost as if we wear it. And on top of that, it kicks up your dopamine because it's exciting. And because it kicks up your dopamine, dopamine wants you to seek more of that behavior. So then what happens is now you're getting a little excited and now you want more of that. And sometimes that feeling can be just enough to give you a little bit of boost to go reinfuse your spirituality. So give that a try. I like to think going back to that time is just magical in a way. And I'll never forget my magical moment when I was standing outside on a porch. I can't remember where I was. And I was looking up at the moon. And for a few moments, I just felt completely connected to the universe in every way imaginable. And it's something I can't put words on. I think if I remember correctly, it brought tears to my eyes. And when I go back to that memory, there is a part of me that is excited about it and it's awe-inspiring. But just be warned, you don't want to stay in that memory for too long. You want to go there, you want to kind of get in there, you want to feel how it felt, then you want to leave and come back here because you live here in this moment. You don't live in your memories. And if you stay too long, we have a tendency to want to stay there. We have a tendency to want to feel sad for what we've lost. So you want to focus on that good memory, and then you want to bring that good memory here, and you want to utilize that good memory to help you to reinfuse your spirituality in the present moment right now. So give that a try. I want you to know one thing that is very important besides liking and subscribing to this channel is that just remember, you are so much more than your anxiety. So much more. I appreciate you, and I cannot wait to talk to you next week. Bye bye.